Hi scrappy crafty friends, it's Laura. I'm back with another thrift haul. I've got some stuff for my booth and stuff for junk journal and some stuff for me. So without further ado, I'll just get started. I grabbed this. I was at one store in Carlton Place that doesn't put prices on anything, so it was pretty tricky, but actually they turned out to be very reasonable and really nice people to deal with. This is 2015, so, but it just has some really nice images in it. This Kevin Dodds, he does a lot of those calendars. The only thing with this is you can't use it in anything you're going to sell, but I give away a lot of my junk journals, so that's where that's probably going to go. And then the Edwardian Lady's Diary. I paid 50 cents for that at the Sally, and it's got all her beautiful flowers, botanicals, and everything. And I don't know if this is dated. Oh yeah, 1992. Okay, so but it's cute. I mean, you could just take the whole pages, and put them into a junk journal. So. And then these, I won't go through all of these. These are from a friend of mine who is a keen amateur photographer. And I was helping her get packed up when she was moving. And they are from the 1967 Montreal Olympics. So all sports, but still pretty cool. Some pretty cool images in there. So that's kind of fun. That's the envelope. And then I grabbed these at the Sally the other day. More old pictures. It looks like somebody went on vacation somewhere and was maybe an amateur photographer and probably printed these themselves. There's the contact print. I love the old contact print. Say, isn't that cool? And unfortunately, no names mentioned for this fella. There's a couple of headstones. I won't show you those, just to be respectful. Oh, there's a couple there, but you can't read the writing. Another contact print. So somebody who was, like I said, interested in photography. And then, as luck would have it, I'm holding that up right? No, there. Somebody was a bit of an artist and doing some studies. So I've got that. I've got this. These are on tracing paper, so I don't know. But they're kind of cool. Looks like two pretty unhappy fellas there. I don't know what that was all about. Did I show? Oh, there we go. There's the other side. And just a little sketch on there. There's those two unhappy fellas. There's that person. What does it say? Then shadow. Define wall. Something then shadow. So maybe these were for an art class or something. That looks like a critique. There's another piece of their art. And lots more. Anything else interesting here? Let's see. Lots more of these kind of sketches. Oops, there's a flower in front of the window. And these studies. Yeah, same studies. And clipping out of a newspaper from '86. And a good rule for success: early to bed, early to rise, work like heck, and advertise in the packet. Whatever newspaper that was. This is interesting. This is cute. This is something of that person's pencil sketches. And I just love this. I love this. Look at these gals. They are, oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. If you look at the faces, some are definitely related to one another. I wonder if it's a bunch of sisters. Well, the lady in the middle could be mom. Who knows? But oh my gosh, I just love that picture. Nothing written on it. How sad, eh? Like, well, we don't know who they are. God bless them. And then somebody's holiday snapshot at a fountain. I wonder if they were in Italy at Trevi Fountain. Wouldn't that be nice, eh? But, so found relatives, found artwork. Okay. In my travels, about 2 years ago, picked up 2 pieces of this Pyrex. It's made in Canada. It's 30s, 40s, very early Pyrex. Anyways, I have a plate and I have a cup. And then on Facebook Marketplace, I saw a girl had some Pyrex for sale, and she had it in a lot with a chip and dip thing as well. And when I contacted her, she said, oh, the chip and dip thing's gone. I said, it's okay, this is what I'm after. So for $20, I got this regular plate. It just needs a little cleaning up. And then the platter, which is in beautiful condition. And look, she bought it at Value Village for $4.99. So she got a steal of a deal on it. And just really appealed to me. I like to watch Nancy at Wishes and Weeds. She has the same taste as me. And I think she describes it as being seriously in like with something. But this was also in the stuff I got off the Facebook Marketplace. It's that same, people call it Delft Blue Pyrex, made in Canada. I don't know if you can see that. Made in Canada. That's what kind of, well, besides the color, that it was made in Canada, because I always figure anything that was made in Canada is got to be old, right? And I've got 2 lids and only 1 little refrigerator dish. But I've decided that I'm going to collect this just for the fun of it, because I like it for myself, and then it'll be something that I'll leave for my little granddaughter. So so that stuff's for me. That's not going in the booth or anywhere. Okay, so again at that store that didn't price anything, a shaving mug. I don't think it's terribly old, but it's also made in Canada. So I couldn't find out a lot about it. I couldn't find out values or anything like that, but I just thought it was kind of nifty. And then this absolute beauty. Again, some of the girls that I watch on YouTube are collecting transferware. I've always liked it, but I've never really bothered to grab it. But I saw this and I thought, well, that one's different. It says Shakespeare's something, sonnets, Shakespeare's sonnets, Ironstone, Kensington, England. So I grabbed it. They charged me $1 for it. And I looked it up on replacements.com, 95 bucks. Now this one's not in fantastic shape. It's got a crack on the inside. Because I hemmed and hawed. I actually walked past it 2 or 3 times. And then I thought, well, you know what, I really like the shape, and I'll just use it for myself if if it's not worth selling. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put on it in the booth, but it won't be anywhere near 95 bucks. Grabbed a lug, because I never pass up a lug. And I love when they're see-through, because that way when they're in your purse you can see what you're looking for. So down. Bag of buttons. Those ones are not gorgeous, but on an old card. These ones I like. They catch a little bit of light around the edges. Exquisite buttons. They were like, what, 33 cents. Fashionable. Those are 70s, I think. And then these, oh my gosh, Peppermint Patty. Okay. Charlie Brown. Let's see, Sally. Linus. I wish they had buttons with his little piano on it. Woodstock. How good is that? And then these ones are just adorable. And the price on them was, I think, it looks like 10 cents. So they look like they've got quite some age to them. So that's the buttons. And then at that same store where they didn't have prices on anything, I spotted this. And, well, that's got to be the 60s, right? And again, they charged me $2 for this. So the salt and pepper are immaculate. They're in perfect shape. This, I think, is, they call it a cruet set. This, I think, should have a lid. I think it's probably for mustard. And this has a chip, just a bit of a chip right there. It is Lord Nelson pottery, Gay Time, made in England. So it has a little bit of value. I looked it up. I'm not sure if I'll part with it. I might keep it for a little while just for the fun of it. That's the nice thing about having a booth. You can keep stuff for a while and have fun and enjoy it, and then put it in the booth when you get tired of it. I somehow found out about Kath Kitson somewhere along the line. I don't know. I love her stuff. She does whoops. She does a line of fabrics and tote bags and all kinds of gifty fun stuff. So I found this at Valley Village a couple of weeks ago, actually. Get the light on. It's just a nice travel mug, and hence the thingy on it. That's for me. I love Kath Kitson. It's my first and only piece of Kath Kitson. So that's fun. Now, New Standard Dictionary, 25 cents at the Sally. It belonged to Ronnie Nabert. God bless Ronnie. And I think his date is 1963. He has gone to town in this dictionary. I think he was a little bit bored at school. Some people break their necks to study, while others break their studies to neck. I mean, old books are one thing, but when you've got stuff, cliff notes like that, and then it must have been handed down to other students, because there's other kids' names going up to, there was one dated 1963, so it went on for a while, and then it must have gotten rostered out of the school's library or whatever. But I just thought that just has way too much personality to leave behind, so I grabbed that for my junk journals and for a giggle. This was a store in Almont that I love. The ladies are so nice, and it's a 5-piece place setting of this Nortaki. What does it say? Oh, I forget. Magnificence. It's in perfect condition. There is not a scratch. It doesn't look like it's even ever been used. Okay. So I grabbed it because it's so pretty. It looks 90s. It was done. This pattern was done from the mid 80s to the mid 90s. When I looked it up on replacements.com, a 5-piece place setting is about $100. Let's see what's. Oh no, sorry. It's $69.95. On eBay, it's $59.95, and produced from 1983 to 1996. So that's a good reference to get those things. So that's definitely going in my booth. I'll put that in my booth because it's beautiful. On the 50-cent jewelry rack, I don't wear jewelry, but I pull it apart and make things out of it. And I love to make purse charms because I'm a purseaholic. So, and I love to, and it's just a fabulous gift to give people, purse charms, girl people. Don't know too many guy people who have purses. Valley Village is getting so ridiculously priced. But I did see these, and again, Nancy on Wishes and Weeds, she did a really cute craft with old cookie cutters and old frames. So I want to copy her craft. There's a moose and angel, I guess. Angel, guitar, person, excuse me. Oh, Christmas candle thingy. Heart. Oh, that's sweet. I think that'd be really cute to put it in a frame. Oh, a hand. I've never seen a hand before. How cool is that? I'd like to, she's done these little frames, just little frames with really pretty backing fabric, like a really pretty fabric, and then glued these on. Wouldn't that be sweet in my little granddaughter's bedroom? Yeah, that would be so cute. Or on the wall, make a little clutch of them. There's the half moon, or the man in the moon. And oh, it's a little schoolhouse. How cute is that? So that was, I'm good with that for $1.99. I'm okay with that, but gosh, so many things there I picked up and put back down. And there was two ladies beside me who were doing the same, and we got talking like, you know, if it was just a couple of dollars cheaper, we would have bought the stuff. And but it's just, yeah, not worth it. And this, I think, probably is missing whatever it sits on, or maybe you can just put it right on top of your juice glass and then ream your orange and make your orange juice in the morning. It definitely looks like it has some age to it though, so I thought that was kind of nifty, and I paid $1.50 for that. Okay, so a glue gun, because mine died, and so I'm just keeping my eyes peeled for one, and lo and behold, $2. I forget which. I was at so many thrift stores this past weekend, it's not funny. I don't even remember which one I got that at. And this is just some graph paper that I'm going to coffee dye for junk journal. And oh, this is a Mikasa. I really like the Mikasa. This is called Sunflower. But when I looked it up on the internet, there's this pattern, and then there's one that has sunflowers that look like sunflowers. This doesn't have much value. I think on eBay it was around $15 it was selling, but I paid $2 for it. So in my booth I'll maybe ask $5 or $6 for it. I really like the Mikasa. And this is something I've been looking for myself for years. I have always loved these dishes. There's no name anywhere on them. And they're always done sort of as a vegetable, and this obviously is for serving celery on your dinner table. And I love the basket weave. It's pretty old, but it's in great condition. There's lots of crazing, but that's to be expected for its age. But that's just for me. I like that. And I've seen girls hauling the chalkware. So I saw this. I think I paid $1 for this. It's too bad there wasn't more of them, because I'm sure on your bathroom wall you'd like to see sort of 3 of them or something like that. But I thought he was kind of nifty, and I'll throw $2 on him or $3 and put him in my booth and see if they sell. And if it does, then I'll keep my eyes peeled for more of those. This was the other thing that I got at Value Village for $1.99. I picked it up, I put it back down, I picked it up, I went back again. I bet it's a sugar sifter, and looks to me to be like 70s Regency wear, made in England. But it's just cute with the berries on it. I'm a sucker for berries, so it needs a bit of cleaning up, but I don't know. I'm not going to make much money on it for when I paid $1.99. I can maybe sell it for $4 or $4.50 or something, but we'll give that a shot. I saw this, Grandma Tell Me Your Stories, and because I'm a scrapbooker, I thought, oh, this is really, it's just really questions. Did you ever run away from home? Tell us about it. I did. I ran away from home. We lived on the St. Lawrence River. It was not long after we moved to Canada, And I had been reading books about, they were called Misty of Chincoteague books, and they're about wild ponies on an island, Assateague Island, off the coast of Virginia. And I wanted a pony so bad. Oh man, I wanted a pony bad. I just had that in my blood, like from the first thing I can remember. I had horses in my blood. And of course my parents, we lived in town, and we'd never had a cat. They just like, are you kidding me? So I decided one day that I was going to run away. And if you know your geography at all, I'm on the St. Lawrence River, and then there's, it goes to the Great Lakes, and you got to go all the way around the Great Lakes. I was good at geography. I probably was 10, no, maybe a bit older, 10 or 11. I knew that if I went across the bridge, I'd get caught because, kid walking alone with a stick and a thing over her shoulder, right? Run away from home. So my plan was to walk all the way past the Great Lakes, and then I figured I could just scoot across the border somewhere there. And I got to the edge of town, and my dad found me, and he consoled me with Kentucky Fried Chicken. Which was a real treat because we had just moved to Canada and we'd never had anything like that. So that's my story about running away. So I have to fill some of these out. And I was thinking about pulling it out and putting them in scrapbook pages or junk journal, but I might just fill it out the way it is. It's a nice book, nice paper to write on. And it says, Grandma, tell me your stories. So, share a memory involving a war. I very much remember the Vietnam War. I didn't know anybody who was in it. And not until later years I met people. Your worst report card. I don't remember that. I blanked that right out of my memory. So I think that's kind of a neat book. I think they charged me $2 for that. So, and then since I started doing Pyrex, this was also $1.99. It needs a good cleaning. It's pretty greasy. It's obviously been used, but I think they're something that the Pyrex collectors are also looking for are these things. I guess, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but you could put a little tea light or something under there and keep your casserole warmish if you were at a potluck or a family dinner or whatever. So I thought that was pretty neat. And second last, I was just popped into Michael's and I needed a new pair of these plier doohickeys that are round. I had the Dollarama ones and they finally gave up the ghost. So these were $14.99 reduced to $11.97, and I had a gift card from Christmas, so I treated myself to those. And I saw something else and now I can't see it. No, I guess that's it. Oh, here. I was thinking to myself the other day, I remember those Avon soaps that smelled so nice when you had them sitting beside your bathroom sink. And I took it out of the box. The box was completely wrecked and smelled bad, but this still smells good. So that's one of those Avon guest soaps. I just thought it was so pretty. I'm going to use it. I'm not going to keep it or sell it or anything. I just want to use it because it takes me back. It's good memories. So that's it that's not the whole haul, but I don't want to make an hour-long video, so I'll catch up with you another time. Take care, everybody. Have fun. Happy scrapping.